There we go. Hey, my name's Kurt. I'm a dad who draws, and this is our Wednesday afternoon live. It's 2 o'clock here in Pennsylvania. And if you're brand new to this, first time here, I just want to give you a warm welcome. We always get together 2 o'clock Eastern time here on Wednesdays, and we always draw a portrait. So if this is something that you could use some help on, I always take you step by step, try and bring a little something new to the table every single week. But follow the page, follow Kurt Aspland Studio, and then jump over to our Facebook group and just find a warm place that you could really excel in your drawing, right? Who's here today? Look at this. We've got Helena and Sarah, Charlene, and I think Betsy chimed in a little bit earlier. There she is. All right. If you guys are ready to get started, I have not a new approach, I think, to drawing portraits. But it's something for you to consider. I've kind of reordered my process just a little bit. And maybe you will find this to be a little bit easier. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn my phone off here so it doesn't bug me. Yeah, okay. Oh, Mel's here too. Hey, Mel, how's it going? And Pam just showed up. Well, new pencils. Pam has a new kneaded eraser. She is ready to go. Oh, Valerie, now we're all coming in here. All right, great. Good to see everyone. Okay. And hey, by the way, this is not, let's see, February 1st, we're starting a 100-day drawing challenge. So if you are interested in really wanting to develop the habit of drawing a little bit every day, sign up for that. You can find the link right here at Kurt Aspland Studio, or even the link is also in our Facebook group as well. So I would check that out. All right, let's jump right into this. Now, let's see. When I start to draw a portrait, there's a couple things that are key. And I think it's kind of like back in Boy Scouts. You know, we always talked about the North Star. And if you could find the North Star, then that kind of gives you a sense of direction. And I think when it comes to drawing portraits, the North Star is always going to be, and make sure I don't draw on our picture here, is going to be the temple. All right? It's going to be the temple. Now, why is this? Because this will immediately give me like a point where I could start to build from. So I would be aware of the temple, and then the second thing I would be aware of is the other temple. And that line, that angle right there, that's going to set your face up for success. Hey, Sombra's here. Wonderful. Chris just showed up. Excellent. Sarah's here. Good. And then the next line, let's get another color here to help us with this. Next line goes from the temple to the top of the ear. Okay, if you could locate those things, that really will begin to set you up. All right? So let's go ahead right now and start to draw a sphere. Okay, that's a great starting point. Okay, there's my sphere. And, you know, technically I'm going to, on that sphere, I'm going to just kind of guesstimate about, I'm going to say my temple is going to be right there. Now, how do I know that? Well, I'm kind of looking at these things here. Let me bring this up there. Okay. I'm looking at the side here and then the back of the head. You see that? So if I can kind of say, okay, the temple is near a little bit near to the right side there. All right, let's get that angle. Let's see if we can match that red angle right there. And then let's go ahead and match that green angle. All Okay, next thing I want to look for is the center of the face. All right, the center line. It's going to be, I was a little off right there. It's going to go down right down the center. Now this is a 3/4 view. 3/4 view. So if I come over here, okay, this will be the right side of my face. And then the 3/4 view is going to be maybe right about there. That's the center. That's the center line. And because it's a 3/4 view, we're going to see more on the right side than the left side. Okay, starting at the temple here, let's go ahead and get the side of our head. So there, I'm just kind of drawing like almost you're slicing the side of the head, because our heads are very flat on the sides. So I could kind of take my eraser here and erase that and replace it with a straight line. So the ear is typically in this back quadrant back here. So let's just use straight angled lines for right now and try and map out about the size of that ear. She's not going to be I promise you, she'll be a human being, not a Vulcan. I'll make sure of that. Okay, I'm going to erase the center line here now, so we can have some idea. So, all right, so we've got her brow line there. Okay, then we come down and we could drop in her eye line. Okay, let's find the position of her nose here. Now, typically you could go from the brow line, which is right there, and you could go 1/3 of the way down, and that's going to be the bottom of the nose. So I'm just going to put a little mark here. Help me indicate that's the bottom of her nose. And then you could go another 1/3 down, and you could find her chin. So let's just come down just like that. But let's check that. So let's see where we're at. So if that's the brow line, I think she has a much longer nose than it being equal there. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move this chin up just a teeny bit. Oops, wrong color. I'm going to move this up just a teeny bit. Okay, so check this out now. Now, this is where we immediately need to start making some adjustments. Hey, Judith. Okay, so check this out now. Right away, I could see I have a bit of a problem on mine. Now, I don't know what yours looks like, but there's the bottom of the nose. And if I use, let me put another color here. If I use a horizontal line, see, this is just a horizontal line going across. This is one of my rules of measurement. We have horizontal line, vertical line, negative space, and cartoon check. So I'm going to use a horizontal line here, and I can see that her ear is just above her nose. Well, look at my drawing. My drawing is not showing that. If I'm saying this is the bottom of her nose, her ear should come up to there. So let me erase this. And right from the beginning, I'm adjusting some of my proportion. All right, let's drop our jaw down just a bit. And then we're gonna swing that around like that. This is about where her cheek is. So we're gonna swing this around just like that. Okay, that little arrow there is pointing to her other temple, but I want to angle her forehead and come in just a bit, just like this. So I gotta tell you, you really want to check. This is construction, and you want to make sure that your construction starts to be somewhat accurate way at the very beginning. If you get this down at the beginning, then things will start falling in place. We have the visor of the head. It's going to come in like this. And then this is going to come out for her cheek right there. That's going to come out for her cheek. All right, there's the center up there. All right, let's get this nose down here. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. All right, nose. We're going to come in with the glabella. Now look at the tip of her nose. Look at the tip of her nose is right there. So I'm coming in and then back out again, okay? So I'm coming in and I'm really checking. I'm really checking this negative space. There's another tool of measurement is negative space. So let's just see how we're doing here. So I'm going to come out here so it's close. I'm going to go ahead and erase that now. And then the tip of her nose is like is almost like, I think this is called a what is that? What shape is that? It's not a polygon. Come on, who's a math major out there? Where's Mariana? Where's Mariana when I need her? Okay, look what I just, on her nose there. I just created the bottom part of her nose. You see that? Simply by using this shape. If someone knows what that, oh, trapezoid. Thank you, Mel. I'll go with that. A trapezoid. Thank you. John just confirmed. Excellent. Okay, so we got the bottom of her nose based in. All right, let's get the ball of the mouth. The ball of the mouth is right behind the nose there. Comes right down into the chin. And that kind of gives us the box of the chin. Now check this out. You see this? You see I have my center line right. Let's see. How should I show it? So we'll do this here. Right there. You see that line right there? That's the center line of my face. But now that I've created the ball of the mouth, it's gonna have to be curved ever so slightly. And the reason why I say that is because that's gonna help me form the lips. So let me erase that mark right there. So down here, I want to curve this just a little bit. Okay, let's get those lips in, and they're going to be a V. Start with the V. The V is the center point there. And then that's the corner of the mouth, and the other corner is going to be very close. Let's see here. It's going to be very close. It's maybe about there. Okay. Let's connect the dots. Now this one is kind of straight, but this one's going to curve. That one's going to have a bit of a curve to it. And the corners of your lips are always pulled back in your head. So usually the corner is a little bit more shadowed. Has a little more shadow in the corner. So let's come in here like this. So just add just a little shadow there. Then we're gonna and I made the box of my chin probably a little too dark there. So I don't like that. What is that? I gotta change my brush here. Yeah, that's not what I want either, but that's gonna do for right now. All right. Okay, let's get the side of her face coming down now. It's coming down here and kind of gives way into her chin. Okay, so this is a perfect time to talk about another tool of proportion. That's the cartoon check. So the cartoon check means that I look at the picture, then look at my drawing, look at the picture, and I just jump back and forth, and I try and make sure that my drawing is lining up with the photo, pretty easily there. So first area I'm going to check is my cheek. This cheek over here seems a little low to me. So let me look at my drawing, look at the picture, look at the drawing, and I'm going to jump back and forth, and wow, sure enough, it is a little low. So time to make an adjustment right away. So let's kind of erase this here. So look at your own drawing. Look at your own drawing and make those adjustments if you need to. Okay, and I see another one in mine that I don't like. The bottom part of the chin seems to be sticking out just a little too much. So I'm going to make that adjustment as well here. So let's see. We're going to come down just a little bit. Okay, that looks much better there. I'm squinting my eyes. Let's see here. Okay, I think I'm ready to move on into getting her eyes now. In fact, you know what? Let's do this instead. Let's get her nose in place, okay? So let me kind of erase the bottom of her nose just a bit so it's a little bit lighter. All right, so looking at the nose, you have I think this is the septum. It's coming up here, and then this is going to lead right into her nostril here. And then the wings. All right, I'm going to go with that, I think. You know, if you want extra help with drawing some of this stuff, I have a great class that's called the Daily Draw. We get together every day for about about a half an hour, and we cover all things that have to do with drawing. On Wednesdays, after this class is over, we will take a deep dive in looking into drawing portraits. So we'll go through each feature multiple times. Today we're going to focus purely on drawing eyes. I think we've got 12 sets of eyes we're going to bang out in about 30 minutes. So if you are looking for extra help and you really want to see yourself grow, I would highly recommend you check out the Daily Draw. All right? Okay, let's get into these eyes right now. So first thing is the tear ducts usually line up with the wings of the nose. So let's look at our picture here. And so let's put one in right there. And then over here, we'll put the other one in. And as we can see it, it's going to be right about there. Now the distance between those two tear ducts is about the width of an eye. So we can actually take a look at that and then place the outer corner of the eye These are all relative, so you might have to make an adjustments here. So all right, let's go ahead and this is almost like a straight, and then it has a quick curve in it. And then over here as well, this is going to have a quick curve there, right? There you go. Thanks, John. John has just said that he has, yeah, a lot of people have done really well with just the sheer practice of drawing a little bit every day with the daily draw. So, okay, let's look for the whites of the eye and try and match the negative space in the whites of the eye there. That's a great way to make sure that your pupils are looking pretty good. If you just don't match the size of the pupil per se, look toward the white of the eye. Match that shape. Okay, I'm going to clean up the side of my picture here just a little bit. I'll tell you why, because I want to get that eyelash on the far right side there, nice. Now, she has an eyelash on her other eye, but it's coming straight at us. That's why we don't see it as much. All right, let's Okay, let's get these eyebrows in. Now for eyebrows, what I'm really looking for, I'm using this right there. Look at that negative shape. I really try and focus on those negative shapes there. That's another tool of proportion. Remember, we use vertical lines, we use horizontal lines, we use negative shape, and we use cartoon check. We use those four. I found over the years that those are some of the best tools that you can use in order to get your proportion down. They're easy to remember, and they work. All right, so let's see now. So if I look at her tear duct right here, and look here, if I go a vertical line straight up, I can see that her eyebrow is just to the right of that. You see? If I take her other corner and go straight up, okay, her eyebrow is just to the left of that. Okay, that's a great, so let's see here. So we're straight up and down here. I'll just do that. All right. And I'm going to use looking at that negative space. And there you go. There's one. Okay, let's see about the other side. Okay, now this one starts a little bit inward there. Okay. All right, let's erase. I'm going to erase some of my guides here, some of my lines. One thing when you're dealing with younger people, of course they don't have all that great wisdom us old farts have, so they have less wrinkles. Look, she has just a slight little tone underneath her eye right there. And then check out this. Let's make sure that we make her eyelids look really round. So I'm gonna just drop in a little bit of tone here, there, and on the inside here. All right. I'm going to even come in. Oh, wrong. Don't want to do that. Let's come and erase this line here as well. Okay, let's now map out our hairline. Okay, so starting at the top here, I'm just going to use angles, light, and I'm looking at the negative space in her forehead. I'm going to come down here. I'm just kind of very lightly not doing any curves yet, just almost like I was building this out of clay. Just putting mounds of clay on here. Let me get rid of this as well. And then we have this, she has this great tendon. The tendon that we all have, it goes from our ear all the way straight down here to the pit of our neck. And so this is really telling when you see this, and actually it helps to tell you that you're looking at a head. All right, so let's see here, a neck. So let's come back here with her neck there, and then look carefully where the other side of her neck is coming in. Now, look at this right there. You see that? That right there, part of her sweater there. Let's mark that. Let's try and determine where that is. So that's going to be maybe about... maybe about right about there. Okay, so this is going to come around like that. That's her sweater. And then we're going to, this is the part of her sweater back here. Her shoulder. Look at that. This is almost a straight line here, and since she is a part of Starfleet, let's go ahead and give her the little Starfleet insignia, right? Now she's ready for a galactic adventure, right? Okay, let's continue with her hair here. So when I put my hair in, I'm going to start to think of it as clumps per se. So mold it, like really imagine it like you were creating what's the word? A sculpture using clay. So look at this. There's that there. I'm going to come up here like you're making it out of clay. Looking at the big picture at the same time here. Just putting in the pieces. This has a nice S curve here. And then she has this other strand of hair that's really nice. So look at this. S curve. Start with an S curve. And then come in here, another S curve. Let's work on this. Let's get her ear in. All right, so ear. There's the outside, there's the inside. And then they have a little, watch this, look for the Y of the ear here. And then we have the targus. I think this is the targus. Where's Lynn? Where's Lynn Portnoy? She can tell me if that's the Targus or not. We have Can Zoom. Can you Zoom? Shirley, I'm not sure I know what you mean by that. Can I Zoom? Okay. Let's go ahead and add some tone into this hair here. And I'm just kind of looking for an even tone right now. Nice, even. Oh, can I zoom in closer to the ear? Sure. Here, take a screenshot. Yeah, this is the Targus right there. I'm sorry about that. Let's clean this since my ear's on full display on everyone's monitor or phone. I got to clean it up now a little bit. You know, I do have a sheet that I'd be happy to give to you about drawing the ear. So if you would like that sheet, just send me an email at Kurt Aspland. I'm sorry, send it to Kurt at kurtaspland.com and just say, hey, can I get your ear worksheet? I would be happy to send that to you. So feel free to ask for that. All right, let's get a little tone here for her. A lot of times you'll have a tone for the cheek right there. You'll have a little bit of tone coming in from the side here like this. Of course, if I squint, her whole bottom of her neck is going to also have a bit of a tone. So we want to drop that back. And then behind her tendon right here from her ear, it's a little bit darker in value as well. Okay, let's go back in and work on her hair just a little bit, and let's model it. All right, let's model it just a bit. So I'm going to come up here and just start like creating surface lines now. And then she has so much that her hair is so jet black that it would take a little while to completely do this, but it would be worth it. So you could do it one or two ways. You could, if you're going to do it digital, you could just fill it all in once and then come back in and hit it up with your highlights. But if you're drawing traditionally, you want to go in and fill in your blacks, just like I'm doing right now. That's why I look at this. Here's another thing. I just realized this ear should be in darker tone. Darker tone from the rest of the face there, and we can darken that in as well. Look at the value. Okay, there, that's better. All right, then we almost got solid black back here for the back end of her hair. This will be nice. Sometimes when you can use a solid shape, it creates a nice silhouette. Okay, then we're going to get back down into the light down here. You see this? And I'm not going into great detail of her braid. That's something that you could work on. That just take us too long to bang out, but you'll get the idea. You get the idea there. All right, let's kind of finish up the top of her hair here. Okay, I'm squinting a little bit here. I'm going to go ahead and drop a solid tone in for her sweater that she's wearing. Look at the value between the value of her neck and the value of the tone that she's wearing. The value of the sweatshirt, of her sweater. And there's this great looking shadow that's coming over her sweater. This little collar area. There's some more tone differences in her neck. Just making just a couple more different adjustments there. And I think that's going to do it for me. All right. Well, that's going to do it, I think, for today. Hopefully you found that to be helpful, and I would love to see what you came up with. Jump over to our Facebook group. Post your work. Let's take a look at it. Okay? I do thank you all for watching. My name's Kurt. I'm a dad who draws. Don't forget, we've got the 100-day drawing challenge that's starting in starting February 1st. So make sure you sign up for that. All right, everyone, go out there, make your day great. We'll see you later. You're welcome, Utsi, Chris, and everyone else. See y'all later. Bye.